All right, looks like the track's in pretty good shape. We're going to get him double file start. Brad Looney, your head flagman coach this afternoon. Mickey Looney, your head scorekeeper. Brad gives them 1 to go. As they come out of 4 at the pink cone, side by side, looking for a green. It's in the air. Aaron Mooneyham, your early leader out of 2, followed by Cody Maples. 27 feet, that's Joe sitting in 3rd. Maples goes to the top spot out of turn 2. Maples still hold on to the top spot. Casey Mooneyham in 2nd. Aaron Mooneyham in the 99 up in the 3rd. We got a spin in turn 3 and 4 as the yellow's going to come out. Attention in the pit area, there are lights on the track and it's very visible to see, also a flagman. When the yellow does display, please slow down. We'll get you lined back up. Again, I'd like to pass on a big thank you to Show Me Dirt for being here for his video. Green's back in the air. Casey Mooneyham, still your leader off of turn 2 down the back stretch. Aaron Mooneyham looking to the inside. Cody Maples in 3rd coming up. Donnie Sellers in that 47B in 4th. Up front, it's a Mooneyham show. As a checkered falls for Casey Mooneyham. Taking your flying 50. Your Republic, Missouri driver. Taking a Ron Motorsports sponsored flying 50. Next up will be your shootout. Starting on the pole will be the E1 out of Ash Grove, Missouri, John Eagleberger. To his outside will be the 05 out of Miller, Missouri, Jason Kripke's. Second row on the inside, the 21, Springfield, Missouri's Robert Bell. His outside, the 41R out of Wheatland, Missouri, Ronnie Fellers. Fourth row on the inside, 23X, Springfield, Missouri's Max Walker. His outside will be the 86 out of Neosho, Missouri, Jesse Pomerly. And your fourth and final row on the inside, the 81 out of Republic, Missouri, Will Tattershaw. His outside will be the 62. I believe that's Republic, Missouri's Luke Sanders. Looney looks him over, lights out. Off of turn 4 they come. No green. We want a side by side at that pink cone out of 4. Eagleburger sets the pace. Outside pole needs to stay with him. This is your Midwest sheet metal shootout. Green's in the air. Eagleburger will lead her off at turn 2. The 21 of Robert Bale right there in second, followed by the 05. That's Krepke's. '81 having a little trouble. That's Tattershaw through turn 4. Up front, Eagleburger and Bell duking it out for the top spot. Krepke's goes high into turn 1. Lets the 62 of Sanders into third place. Bale off of turn 4 takes the lead. Bale still holding on to that top spot. Eagleburger right there with him, driving in hard in 3. Luke Sanders in third by himself, followed by Tattershaw in fourth. Ronnie Fellers rounds out the top 5. Laps winding down as he come off of turn 4. White flags in the air. It's a race to the checkers. Off of turn 4 he comes. Give it to Bell. Eagleburger takes second, Sanders third. Next up will be the Show Me Dits Hard Luck race. Starting on the pole, be the 30B of Dean Bell out of Springfield. His outside will be the number 3. Out of Springfield, Dylan McCord. Second row on the inside will be the number 1, Republic, Missouri's Lake Moodingham. His outside the 55. Out of Republic, Missouri, Curtis Farr. Third row on the inside will be the number 60. I don't see it on my list. I don't have a name for the number 60. So, cars get together in turn 1. Yellow's going to come out. Lights out, looking for green this time. Bell sets the pace off of 4. Green's in the air. Bell hangs on to it off of turn 2. McCord right in there in second, looking for the inside of Bell. Lake Moodingham by himself in third, coming up hard. Bell, still your leader. McCoy looking at the underneath. Bell still hanging on. Moodingham drops back. Got red number 60 in the third. McCord makes his move into turn 1. Out of turn 2 with the lead. Bell falls in line in second. Laps running down. They're going to see the white come off of turn 4. One more lap to go. Bell hard in the run. On the back bumper of McCord. As he got a spinner in turn 4. I'll have to get with the scorekeeper to see if they're going to replay the last lap with the white flag being displayed. Either it'll be a green-white checkered or a green and white together. Green-white checkered from the officials. Oh, together, excuse me. Green and white together. One lap dash to settle it. Next up in staging will be our pole dash. Those carts need to be in staging, being ready. All right, lineup looks to be set. Lights out. Looney's looking them over. Off of turn 4 they come. Green and white together. Bell makes a charge to the outside. Goes in hard on McCord. McCord's going to hold him off to the checkers. He takes your pole dash. Excuse me, takes the hard left. Next up is our pole dash. 8 carts. Starting on the pole, the 29 out of Walnut Grove, Missouri, of Robbie Morissette. His outside the 19, Monette, Missouri's James Smith. Second on the inside, the 1ST, Tony Rogers. I believe that's what I got. I got so many number 1s. Outside second row is 23 DS, Dennis Smith out of Republic. Third row on the inside, the number 6 out of Republic, Gunnar Ellison. His outside, the number 13, Battlefield, Missouri's Colby Moodingham. And the last row on the inside is 78, Republic, Missouri's Clinton Smith. His outside, the 1R. I believe that's probably going to be Republic's Race Looney. Green's in the air. Smith off the turn 2 with the lead. Morissette falls in line. Tony Rogers right there in third. Smith just edges him out of turn 2. 99 going to the pit area as the yellow's going to come out. We got debris on the front trench, which is the neck brace. We don't know who that came off of. All right, Nicky Linney, our head scorekeeper, going to get these carts set up. Green's back in the air. Morissette, your leader, puts the green. Smith on his inside. Race Looney, that number 1, working his way through the pack. Morissette back to the top spot. Smith in second, followed by Race Looney. Tony Rogers in fourth. Dennis Smith runs out the top 5. Making a little bit of room underneath the Smith, up to second. Morissette, still your leader. Looney mounting the cars. Smith losing ground on the top leader. Dennis Smith still in fourth. Tony Rogers trying to hold on to fifth. Looney's caught the back bumper. Morissette. Right flag. Morissette on his outside. That's the race. White and green together, one lap shootout in this one also, as the yellow was brought out. We got Morissette, Smith, Tony Rogers, Dennis Smith, white and green together. Smith mounting the charge. Rogers on the outside to the checkered. Tony Rogers takes the win. Morissette and Smith tangled in turn 1 and 2. Rogers took to the outside and pulled it off in that one-lap shootout. Okay, we got kids qualifying, single file, 78, 26, 23X, 91, 78, 1S, then 2. Kids qualifying is on the board. Come take a look. Kids qualifying on the board. Kids qualifying, first out by the 26, the Brooklyn Hightower out of Monette. Green's in the air. Go hard, baby. All right, Hightower makes her qualifying laps. Next up will be the 23X. This is Max Walker out of Springfield, Missouri. Walker pulling off the win last night here at Twister Alley Raceway in the Junior 3 division. Checkered flag falls. Next in line will be the number 91 Republic, Missouri's Chloe Farr. Remember, when you're qualifying, race past the checkered. You're on the clock. Farr wipes it out out of turn 3 and 4, a little bit too high into the marbles. We'll get her caught up right here right quick. All right, Farr back on the throttle. One more lap to make her best. Young ladies out of Republic, Missouri. Good job on the 91. Next up will be the 78. Fayetteville, Arkansas is Watson Wake. break last night, Tripod Raceway, down towards Little Rock, Arkansas. Coming through his checkered on his second lap. Next up, the 1F, Springfield, Missouri's Miles Flavel. Flavel with a good lap. He is a Junior 2 driver. White flag. Taking his best 2 laps. Good job on the Flavel machine. Next up will be the number 2. Down in Monette, Missouri. This is Cash Holloway. This young man is a rookie at Twister Alley Raceway. Cash, the son of Jordan Holloway. Jordan being a modified driver for the past several years. One more lap to go as he's going to come to the checker to finish out his second qualifying lap. Next up, the 42 out of Aurora, Missouri, Corbin Thompson. A little bit too far up out of turn 4. Got to get it settled down. His best 2 laps will be coming to the white. Got to make a good one. Coming to the checkered. Made a good lap on his second run. Next up, number 78 out of Lamar, Missouri, Russell Magruder. Pretty good second lap. Got one more. Micaiah Fashing of Oz, Missouri in the 27M. She's at, whoa, she lost her left rear this time. Not good. That will do it probably for our qualifier. First qualifier, Springfield, Missouri, Zachary Evans. Next up, E1, Ashgrove, Missouri, John Eagleberger. Just to let everyone know, the 26 Brooklyn Hightower set fast time in the qualifying in the junior division. Eagleberger hard on the throttle out of 4. One more lap to go. He's got a wing out there, starting to fly a little. Side panel has come up. 30B out of Springfield, that's Dean Bell out to set his qualifying lap. Bell looking pretty good. He's coming in on his second lap. Next up will be the 29, Walnut Grove, Missouri's Robbie Morset. Morset ran the Clone 400 last night, give our leader and winner fits. Don't move that steering wheel very much. You know you got that cart set up. Next up's going to be the 05 out of Miller, Missouri, Jason Kripke. Kripke's on his second lap. Next up for qualifying, he's out of Monette, Missouri, the 19 of James Smith. Next up is the 3E, Dylan McCord, Springfield, Missouri. McCord coming to the checker, completes his second lap. Next up, he's out of Republic, Missouri, Rick Mooneyham. Springfield, Missouri, Tony Rogers. Completes his second lap. Next up, the 69, Springfield, Missouri's Curly Maples. Maples on his second lap. Next up, it's the 00 out of Republic, Missouri, Casey Brittingham. Up on the high side out of 2, trying to get all the track he can for speed. Next up, the 23 DS, Republic, Missouri's Dennis Smith. Smith coming to the checkered on his second lap. Next up for qualifying, the 41R, Wheatland, Missouri's Johnny Fellers. Pitching in the pit area, Group B, be lining up. Group B, we getting lined up. 417 Outlaw Qualifier, Group B, we getting lined up. Next up for qualifying, the 10B, Wheatland, Missouri's Mickey Wilkerson. Again, pitching in the pit area. Group B qualifiers. We're getting lined up. Group B. Next to qualify, the 55, Republic, Missouri's Curtis Barr. far on his second lap, coming to the checkered. Next up to qualify, number 6, Republic, Missouri, Gunner Ellison. Second lap to the checkered. Little trouble for turn 4. Next up, Wheeler, Missouri, the 47D, Donnie fellers. Pitching in the pits. 417 Outlaw Group B. You should be in the staging lane. Outlaw 417 Group B should be in the staging lanes. Next up, the 21, Springfield, Missouri's Robert Bell. Looks like he put down some pretty hard laps there. Next up, is the 99 Bodart, Missouri, Aaron Mooneyham. Mooneyham taking the win last race out in E3. Next up, 23X, Springfield, Missouri, Max Walker. Walker taking the win just last night here at Twister Alley Raceway. I don't have this number on my sheet. Colt Pretty in the 60. Next up, the 13, Battlefield, Missouri, Colby Mooneyham. Next up, he's out of Neosho, Missouri, driver the 86, Jesse POWRi. Whoa, a little too hard in the 4, coming to the green. He will take the green now and make his best 2 laps. Courtney Smith, can you come to the announcer's stand? Courtney Smith. '27C out to do his hot lap or his qualifier. Greenlawn, Missouri, Chandler Schultz. Clinton Smith out of Republic. Out of Republic, Missouri, Will Tattershaw. Out for his qualifier, the 75, Bodog, Missouri's Blaze Minningham. Qualifier, the number 1, Republic, Missouri, Race Rooney. Next up for qualifying, the 62 of Luke Sanders. He's out of Republic, Missouri. Branson in the pits. As soon as the qualifying is done, we will miss the track. It will get misted after the qualifier. Next up, the 99, I only got 199 on here. Oh, here he is. 99E out of Ozark, Eli Muhlenberg. Whoa, Eli goes to the high side of turn 2, scrubbed a lot of speed off. I believe he'll be our last qualifier. All right, we will miss the track right quick. Shows them the green, rolled up green, going racing next time by. We start at the pink code off of 4. Hightower and Wake on the front row. Off of 4 we come. Green's in the air. Wake, your early leader, followed by Hightower. Then Magruder. Thompson rounds out the top 4. No changes, the leader still watching Wake, Fayetteville, Missouri driver. Fayetteville, Arkansas, excuse me, the driver. Got one turned around in turn 4, there's all the yellow. That's a 78, Russell Magruder gets turned around. Lineup is good. Be going green next time by. Green's back in the air. Wake, Hightower, Thompson, Magruder. Thompson goes high out of 4. Magruder up to 3rd. Hightower trying to catch the leader, but of course linked off. Driving in hard out of 3, up out of 4. Caught the back bumper of the leader. Nose to tail, Magruder. White coming down, last lap. Little lady, not enough time. As Wake takes the checkers, Hightower 2nd, Magruder 3rd. Next up is our next kids heat race. Starting on the pole, the runner-up out of Springfield, Missouri, Miles Fravel. His outside the 23X, Springfield, Missouri's Max Walker. Second on the inside, the 91 out of Republic, Chloe Farr. Her outside, the number 2, Burnett, Missouri's Cash Holloway. Cash is probably going to run his own race. He is underpowered with the rest of them. Lights out, we'll try it again at the pink cone. Green's in the air, that's about as quick as you're going to get. Tyrel out of Springfield, showing the fast way around. Max Walker, also out of Springfield. Tyrel gets into the marbles, into the high side. Walker takes advantage. Comes out with the lead out of 4. Troy Starr right there in 3rd. Cash Holloway gets some good quality seat time with some heavy hitters out here. Tyrel takes it back. Gonna come up on lap traffic. Holloway. Nose to tail to get past him. Good job by the drivers. Tyrel out of Springfield runs a junior 2 at Twister Alley Raceway. Max Walker and Troy Starr are junior 3s. White flag coming down. Coming to the checkers. Tyrel takes the win. Walker 2nd. Starr 3rd. Mr. Cash takes 4th place. First heat in the 417 getting ready to come out. Starting on the pole with the number 29 out of Walnut Grove, Missouri, Robbie Morissette. Here's outside the 51E, Springfield, Missouri, Zach Evans. Second on the inside will be the number 3. Out of Springfield, Missouri, Dylan McCord. Here's outside the 19 out of Monette of James Smith. Third row on the inside will be the E1, Ash Grove, Missouri's John Eagleberger. Here's outside the 00 out of Republic, Casey Moodingham. Well, fourth and final row on the inside will be the number 1, be Lake Moodingham, unless there's another number 1. Problems on the Moodingham, not going to make the call. And the 41R out of Wheatland, Missouri, Ronnie Fellers. giving him a lap or two, waiting on Mooneyham. We got the snake out here. He'll join the field. He's on the inside of the fourth row, I believe. Brad Looney up on the flag stand shows him the rolled-up green. We're going racing next time by. Lights out. Morset on the pole. At the pink cone, we're racing. Evans leader, followed by Lewis Smith. McCord right there in the first position. Morset high. Evans underneath. Off of turn 4, taking the top spot. Yellow comes out. Whoa, we got a header up there in turn 1. Come off the McCord machine. It snapped off right at the flange. Outlaw, heat race number 2, you should be in the staging lanes. 417 Outlaw, heat race number 2, you should be in the staging lanes. Line up this set. Lights out. They're bunched up. Zach Evans brings them to the green. Evans, Smith, Morset, Lake Mooneyham, Aaron Mooneyham, Eagleburger left out on the high side of the marble. Trying to work over the back bumper of Evans. Morset right there with him. Smith time starting to run. Pulls him down the straightaway. Evans fighting back to the outside. Smith off the 2 with the bumper. He's the leader. Evans still on the outside. White flags in the air. Coming to the checker. Smith takes the win. Evans takes second, Morset third. Great first heat. number 2. Want to see the 30B, Springfield, Missouri, being down on the pole. His outside, 1ST, Marionville, Tony Rogers. Second row on the inside, it's going to be the 69. Out of Springfield, Coley Maples. His outside, the 05 out of Miller, Missouri, Jason Kripke. Third row on the inside will be the 55. He's out of Republic, Missouri, Curtis Farr. His outside, the 23DS, Republic, Missouri's Brett Smith. Tailback on the field will be the 10B, Wheatland, Missouri's Mickey Wilkerson. Outlaw, heat race number 3 to the staging lanes. Outlaw, heat race number 3 to the staging lanes. Heat race number 4, be getting ready. Trying to get the 00 off the race surface. Press brake, Casey Moodingham. You know that old saying, if it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any? Yeah, I've been there, done that. Go ahead, mate. Go get him. Get him away from the track. Needs a pull rope. Nope. All right, bunched up, lights out. Rudy looking him over off the turn 4 at the cone. Green's in the air. There, your early leader. Run off the back stretch. Yellow's going to come out. Three cars wanting the same piece of real estate does not work. Single file, restart, not all cars making the first lap. Oh, double file, excuse me, double file they're saying. I need to pay more attention in the driver's meeting, I'm sorry. There we go. Original restart. Double file. Line up set. Outlaw race. Heat race number 3 should be in the staging lanes. Rudy looks him over after 4. Green's back in the air. Rogers with a nose at a 2. Your leader, Bell on his outside. Bell in the moment, but staying with him. Tony Maples in 3rd, followed by Curtis Farr in 4th. Kripke in 5th, that's your top 5. Bell makes his move, gets past Rogers. Trying to make a hole, but Bell left him room. Not enough to get by him. Rogers to the inside. Well, Maples goes around in 2. Yellow's going to come out. Folks, if you don't know the rules for 417 Outlaw Karting, 30 pounds in the right side tires, 25 pounds in the left side tires. BMS durometer, 50 or harder. This will make a driver out of you. No prep used on these tires. These are Predator motors, rejetted with a Mod 2 cam, billet internals for safety. All right, lineup looks to be good. We have to get Mr. Maples that draw the yellow back in the tailback position. Delaware double file start. Rogers going to bring him to the green. Bell and Kripke's in that second row. We're back to racing. Kripke's on the inside. We got a salvage yard in turn 2. Back up. We'll maybe probably go green flag racing next time by. Tony Rogers, your leader, that were in the ST, Marionville, Missouri driver. Dean Bell, that 30B out of Springfield. Kripke's out of Miller. Out of 4 they come. Green's back in the air. That 55 sitting in there with the white flag coming down. To the second we come. Dean Bell takes the win. Rogers second. Curtis Barr third. Heat race number 3. Getting ready to take the track. Going to see the 23X Max Walker out of Springfield on the pole. Is outside the number 60. Colt Brady. Second row inside. Robert Bell losing ground on the leader. Your leader hanging to that outside lane as Teddy comes to a stop in turn 3. Yellow's going to come out. Max Walker, that 23X, is your leader. He's a Springfield, Missouri driver. Robert Bell, that 21, he's out of Springfield also. Second row outside, Bolivar, Missouri, number 75, Blaze Mooneyham. 99 of Eli Muhlenberg. Will's going to come out of turn 4 as Blaze Mooneyham takes the brunt of a couple of carts getting turned around. Clinton Smith off of turn 4 in that 78. We have no records here at Twister. So we can get Blaze fired back up again, he can rejoin the field. Max Walker, your leader. Robert Bell in the 21. Eli Muhlenberg in the 99. Number 6, Gunnar Ellison. 62 of Luke Sanders. 78 of Clinton Smith. That's your field. Trying to get them lined back up here. All right, we got the field set. Looney and Looney on the flag stand, looking them over. Off of turn 4, Green's back in the air. Walker, Rocky shot out of the cannon. Robert Bell in second. Eli Muhlenberg, white flag. Coming to the checkers. Walker takes the win. Bell second, Muhlenberg third. Our fourth and final heat's going to see the 1R on the pole of Race Looney out of Republic, Missouri. His outside out of Battlefield, Missouri, the 13, Kobe Mooningham. Second row on the inside will be the 99M. Aaron Mooningham. His outside the 86, Neil shows Jesse Pomerly. Third row on the inside, the 81. That's Will Tattershaw, Republic, Missouri. Third row outside, the 27C. Wheatland, Missouri, Chandler Schultz. Go back on the field, the 47D, Wheatland, Missouri, Donnie Feller. Green's in the air. Race Mooney, your leader. Followed by the 13, Cody Mooningham. Aaron Mooningham, the 99. In the top spot, Aaron Mooney goes around! Turn 4! Kelly's gonna come out. Aaron hot on the throttle, gets her turned around right there at the cone. Kobe Mooningham, no, whoop. Race Mooningham off the yellow flag, resumes the lead. Kobe Mooningham on the inside. Tattershaw, second row outside, lights out. Bringing him to the green at the cone. Green's in the air. Johnny Fellers, he's in fourth. Aaron Mooningham trying to make a run back to the front. Ray Slooney showing the way. Aaron Mooningham made it up to fourth. We'll see the right as we come off the turn 4. One more lap to go. Making heat race number 4, the number 1, Race Looney. Kobe Mooningham takes second, Aaron Mooningham third. Outlaw B2 to the staging lane. B2 to the staging lane. Lake Minningham. Dennis Smith holding on to third. Smith on the bubble right now. 10B, that's Wilkerson. Wilkerson makes his move on Smith. Wilkerson on the bubbles. We got one turned around in turn 1 and 2. Double zero of Casey Minningham. That is a very unlucky spot for that young man. He gets her turned around. Double file. Eagleburger going to bring it to the green. Lake Minningham in second, followed by Wilkerson. Green's back in the air. Pitney goes around on the front straight. The yellow's going to come out as Maples goes around in turn 2. Alright, we got to get them stacked back up again. Ten laps to get your work done. I know it's not a lot, but you got to give yourself time to get positioned. Eagleburger brings them back to the green. Off the 4, green's in the air. McCord on the bubble. Wilkerson in line in 4th. That's right, Eagleburger holds on to the top spot. Lake Minningham in 2nd. Minningham on the inside of Eagleburger. Hard into 3 out of 4 with the lead. Eagleburger falls in line in 2nd. One turned around in 2. Casey Minningham draws the yellow again. Lake Minningham, Republic Missouri driver, Eagleburger in that E1 out of Ash Grove. E3 out of Springfield, Dylan McCord. McCord on the bubble. Top 3 will advance to the A main. Racked and stacked. Minningham brings them to the green. Out of 4. McCord in 2nd, Checker goes The Mooneyham, McCord second, Eagleburger, they'll top three. We'll move on to the A main. On the pole, out of Republic, Missouri, Gunnar Ellison. His outside, the 47D of Donnie Fellers out of Wheatland. Next on the inside, Bodark, Missouri's Blaze Mooneyham. His outside, the 27C, Wheatland, Missouri's Chandler Schultz. Next on the inside, the 62 of Luke Sanders. His outside, the 81, Will Tattershaw. 78, Clinton Smith. Ellison, your leader. On the inside, trying to get into second, takes the lead out of four. Top 30 in the 60. Cars get together in turn 4. Teddy, your leader. Branson second. Blaze Mooneyham on the bubble. And Yellow's going to come out. The number 6 goes around on the back straight. That's Gunnar Ellison. Helmet's off, doesn't look good for the number 6 driver. And up front, Colt Petty. Lineup looks to be good. Green next time by. Schultz in second. Blaze Mooneyham in third. Mooneyham on the bubble. Top 3 to the A main. Brad Mooney looks them over at the pink cone. Green's in the air. A trail, here's a twister. Blaze Mooneyham still on the bubble. There's the end of Clinton Smith trying to catch him to make the A main. Then he's going to be seeing the white flag at the end of turn 4. Colts with a problem on the 27. New winner, the 60 of Pretty. Blaze Mooneyham takes second. The 78 of Clinton Smith makes it to the show. Kids A feature. Gonna see the 78W Watson Wake on the pole out of Fayetteville. His outside the 1F out of Springfield, Miles Fravel. Second row inside out of Monette, Missouri, the 26 of Brooklyn Hightower. Her outside's going to be the 23X out of Springfield of Max Walker. Third row on the inside, the 78 out of Lamar of Russell Magruder. His outside out of Republic, the 91 of Chloe Farr. In the last row, the 42 out of Aurora on the inside, Corbin Thompson. His outside, the number 2 out of Monette, Missouri, Jack Holloway. Set, Looney and Looney on the flag stand off of turn 4. No, I don't think so. Well, side by side at the cone. There's the start. Wake your early leader, followed by Fravel. Hightower sitting in third, followed by Magruder. Yellow, 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 yellow. Magruder, Thompson, Walker, Starr, top 6. Springfield, Missouri driver. Hightower out of Monette. Magruder out of Lamar. Travel, pedal hard. That right pedal hard down. Hightower holding on to second, putting a little space in between her and Magruder. Walker trying to make a move coming up through the field. Holding on to the top spot. Hightower in second. Magruder, Walker, Starr, Thompson. Two laps to go. Gonna see the light when they come off that 4. One more lap to go for Flavel. Taking your kid, Junior 417. Miles, Flavel, Hightower second, Magruder third. backyard event. Give him a big wave as he come by. Comes out, we'll get him warmed up. Everybody will fall in line. These drivers got a lot of laps to work. We don't have to try to win it on the first lap. But there's some out there that will. They'll try. Trying to keep it running since we got on the track. Walker out of Springfield, Missouri, still your leader, followed by James Smith, Burnett, Missouri driver. Ray Flutie out of Republican at number 1. Then the 51E is Zachary Evans. He's out of Springfield. The 13 of Colby Whittingham out of Battlefield, Missouri. That's the top 5. Problem on the Looney machine comes to a stop, turn 3. We're going to wait for the pack to catch him and fall in line. Looney's machine died again off of turn 4. Delaware double file. to kind of, went for a little bit of a ride. He jumped right back up. Goes out with quick spin. That puts a little tumble over there in turn 4. Try this again. Max Walker is going to bring him to the green. Second. That's 30 and third. Hold on back for Diemer. Number 21. That's Robert Bell. And the 51 is Zachary Evans goes around in turn 4. We're going to see if we get ready. He's going to want to bring his across right quick. We don't got him double file. Delaware double file, excuse me. ride for Mr. Freddie. He was fast all afternoon. All right, let's double file them here. Looks to be good. Walker, bringing them to the green. Walker and Leader side by side. Lenny and Smith. Oh, drop that back on. We got a salvage yard down there in 3 and 4. Don't know if he got a 2-spin rule or not in the 417 river, but I think he's done. The 75. Blaze Moodingham calls it a day. Right now we're looking at 4 cars out. All right, we got them doubled up. Walker's going to do it again out of turn 4. Listen, Rudy, side by side for second into turn 3. Still, door handle to door handle in second. Smith with the advantage in the 3 out of 4. We got the bring at the top of turn 4. The bring top at turn 4. We're going to pass forward on at turn 4. Yellow now, Joey. We'll see if we can Delaware double bottom. Off the 4th. Walker, Looney, Smith, Aaron Moodingham. Tony Rogers and Smith. Looney trying to go for the lead. Looney crossed it to third. Herman Branson on the hook for the front.
To try to make. Paying off with a round of applause, your 417A feature winner, Max Walker. Well, let's little talk with the second place of Mr. Smith. It's a new power plant, new motor on the car. You missed the first couple of races with it. You come down here to Twister. I think he was pretty comfortable in it. Probably just needs a little bit more tweaking. What did you think of the track, your race, and Mr. Walker?
Walker was real fast. He ran a good line, and I finally found a line towards the end that was working, but I was too tired to run it. But man, I got arm pump like I used to get when I rode dirt bikes, but man, that thing it's awesome. I just got the parts Thursday. We threw the motor together Friday. We literally fixed it from the wreck last Sunday from the last time we were here at Twister Alley, and man, we kind of just threw this thing together, and the old girl still got it.
All right, second place goes to James Smith out of Monette. Third place, Race Looney. Tell you what, on these starts, you never could get a break to have the inside. Never could. Smith just wouldn't let you have it. But what was your take on the race?
Man, James and I just had a heck of a race, battled, and honestly, if we would have let each other go, we might have been able to run him down, but he did a heck of a job in the lead, ran the top the entire time, and he just did a very good job, very smooth. And hats off to James. I felt like we raced each other really clean and had a lot of fun. So, and thanks to you for having a great racetrack. It was a lot of fun.
I appreciate that. That's true. You guys were side by side. When you finally got lined up, I thought the draft, you might catch the leader, and then it'll be game on when that white flag came out. But pay him off. Third place is not bad. Race Looney, Republic, Missouri. I do thank everyone for coming. If you're packing up and getting ready to leave, please look around your pit area. Put trash in its proper place. I am the one that takes care of this place pretty much as far as keeping the trash picked up, grass mowed, and prepping this track for you to come and enjoy. We'd love to have you back again. Twister Rally will be back this next Saturday for a regular points race on Saturday night. You can reach us on our Facebook page, Twister Rally Facebook, with all the information, times, and gates. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip home. If you look towards the north, it is getting kind of dark that way. We do expect rain coming in, but it's a little bit later in the evening.